Hey everybody, welcome back live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. We've got ourselves a music show in our Newburyport studios. Very excited about this. One of my favorite guests of all time to ever come through the show. She's back again. Hayley Reardon in the house.
I remember I was looking for something to hang my head on. Hungry for a feeling even I could not yet name. And I only meant to thank you, but instead I said I'm sorry. And now you're looking at me like you might not look at me the same. And don't you wanna see me, don't you wanna see me in the good light? Ooh, don't you wanna feel it, don't you wanna know the best of all? That there's 100 people talking and it hasn't crossed a single one's mind that you and I are here at all. And the problem solver in me thinks that you might be my problem. But I tried that one before and it never quite lives up. And I wish that it was simple just to tell you how I'm feeling. Like feeling on its own wasn't difficult enough. Don't you wanna see me, don't you wanna see me in the good light? Ooh, don't you wanna feel it, don't you wanna know the best of all? That there's 100 people talking and it hasn't crossed a single one's mind that you and I are here. Don't you wanna see me in the good light? Ooh, don't you wanna feel it? Don't you wanna know the best of all? That there's 100 people talking and it hasn't crossed a single one's mind that you and I are here at all. That you and I are here.
Hayley Reardon, nicely done. And welcome back. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm happy to be back.
It has been too long, since it feels too long anyway. Last time you were on the show, you were, I always say this to you, I think you're one of our favorites in the studio, so we always love it when you make time for us.
I'm honored.
Today you travel from one port city to another, Gloucester,
yes,
home, down to Newburyport, so welcome back here. I know you just had another great show there. You've loved playing Newburyport over the years, huh?
I have. It started here on this show. I have, definitely. Now Newburyport is like a port town home, and I love my port town.
Nice, a home base for you. Yeah, you always do try to make time when you tour on there. Although you've had a busy. So you ended last year in Europe, right? Mm-hmm. Was that the holidays in Europe, or?
I came home just before the holidays. I toured like from the beginning of December till like the 20th, and then I came home.
Okay. Yeah. What city did you hit over there?
The tour was just Germany, all Germany, and one date in Switzerland. So Berlin and Hamburg and Constance, which is down near Austria on this beautiful lake, Lake Constance. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was kind of a circle around.
Does Germany, I mean, we all love you, but does Germany especially love you? How does that happen where it's like, hey, we need a German swing?
Yes, well, it happened because I went there to do a tour, and then I got offered an artist residency, and I ended up moving there. Yeah. And then I toured a lot, but I will say there's been a very strong like loyalty and support for me in Germany, like similar to New England. Germany and New England are like my where people seem to rally around my music the most. So yeah, it's become a natural.
Nice.
Kind of
1 and 1A.
Yeah, exactly. Random,
that's cool.
But yes.
Does it ever get? Do you ever like find yourself taking it for granted? Because that's what an opportunity to get to go see all those like lovely cities that like so many people don't get a chance to travel abroad and do all that stuff. Do you ever like take it for granted or whatever that you get to do those things with the guitar?
Well, sometimes because I think when you're like hangry and tired, it's easy to take anything for granted.
Yeah, well said.
But I remind myself a lot how, yes, especially because of like the songs have brought me on this journey is amazing.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I feel very blessed.
So you were telling me, so after the busy end of last year, you kicked off this year with Newburyport and some other cities. You have a bit of a, not a packed schedule here for you a little bit. You're taking a little Hayley time, is that right?
Yes, it wasn't on purpose, but it turns out February is totally free other than this show here in Newburyport. So that's really good for me. I'm going to write, and like I said, I cleaned my apartment last night. Just like,
Sometimes those nights are just great, aren't they?
yes, I'm like, I'm home.
How about songwriting? Do you find is that like a month where you're like kind of, is like winter a big time for you to hunker down and write songs, or?
Yeah, well, in my mind, yes. Like romantically, yes. I have to see if the songs will actually grace me with their presence. But
You don't
I
pressure
hope
yourself,
so.
right? You don't pressure yourself to write. They just...
Well, I try not to because I will shut them off often with the pressure. I've tried with the pressure model, but
The pressure model.
I've tried that. But yeah, I try and not scare them away.
There you go. Right, it's again Hayley Reardon joining us here. If you have not seen her, make sure you do that here in the very near future, because it's always an outstanding show. What else have you been up to? Is there any like Hayley hobbies we should know about here that have developed over the last year?
Yes,
Oh, good.
actually. I have one is a re-emerging hobby, which is when I was a kid, I loved knitting. I used to tell everyone it was my passion, which makes me laugh. I would be like in school, like, what's your passion? Knitting.
Yeah.
And then I forgot about it for many, many years. And then this past year, I rediscovered it, and I'm obsessed again.
Wow.
And then recently, I did a house concert on Long Island. Long Island, I learned. They say Long Island.
They say Long Island?
Long Island.
I never knew that.
Apparently. That's what I'm told. And it's on Long Island, never in.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, well, that was another
The
one I
Long
learned.
Island thing does not
Long
make sense to me.
Island. I don't know. It's just a piece of lore that I learned.
Yeah.
But the lovely house concert host, Ralph and Donna, if you're watching, Donna taught me to crochet. So now that's my new addition. And now I've been crocheting ever since that was last month. So I'm in a knitting, crocheting, crafty phase.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's my new hobby.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad I asked that then.
Yes.
When you do the house concerts, do you go like do they set you up? Are you literally hanging with the people that are hosting you? Like, do you spend the night there? How does that work?
Yeah, this one I did. And yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on the setup. And they're all very like, some house concert series are like a venue in someone's home. Like they have it set up where they sell tickets, and it's quite official. And I even know some house concert series where literally there's a whole floor of their house that's dedicated just to the concerts. They don't even do any living there. It's just for the shows. But then there's some that are far more intimate and like, a consistent group that comes like a party.
Yeah.
So it depends, but it's cool because you experience the music. The songs kind of live differently in the space, and for everybody, it's a different experience than going to a venue show. If
anybody's ever seen you, you play like a big place like the Firehouse. Do you and you're also very funny on stage because you have a great personality. But do you like change up is it pretty much the same show just in a small venue when you do a house concert, or are there tweaks that you have to make? You don't have to give away your secrets either, but
no. Yes, it's a very calculated fine science over here. No, I think it's more like interactive, or at least I'm thinking of this one. It depends on the vibe, but often the house concerts are more informal.
Yeah.
So it'll be like more maybe requests, or I kind of go with the flow, versus at a show like at the Firehouse, I'll have a pretty set plan of what I'm going to do.
Yeah, people bring you in for a house concert. They're like probably diehard fans. And can you play this?
Yeah,
this one
it's
too?
more of a different, exactly. There's not so much of like the performance element. It's like I'm there sharing songs that they kind of already know, maybe, or not, but it's more informal.
Gotcha. You always laugh at me when I say you're funny on stage. Do you not know you're funny on stage? You say very funny things leading into your songs, like sometimes very serious songs too, but you're like, that was hilarious.
I mean, thank you. I hope so. I think that I guess I don't really like clock myself as funny. Like, it's not like my first adjective when I think of myself.
Yeah.
But I'm happy about that, because I think I have, even if it subconsciously, acknowledged and over the years that I need there to be some levity, because my music is quite heavy sometimes.
Yeah.
And when I'm playing alone and you don't even have like
a band or anything to. I do want there to be levity in between the songs. So I'm happy you think I'm funny.
Well, it's a nice like storytelling aspect of it. You have like nice segues, if everybody's laughing. And now to a song about heartbreak.
Yes.
Again, Hayley Reardon joining us here out of Gloucester, Massachusetts. It's been a cold winter here. I think you've noticed that. Do you like this? Does this bother you? It bothers me. I like summer. I'm done with the long winters.
This one has been
Hard.
Already. And we're just, it's only February 3rd, Drew. So, on one level, I feel nostalgia and like joy about how much snow we have because my last memories of this much snow were childhood. Like part of me is like, wow, the planet still works. Like to have this much snow.
Yeah.
I didn't have memories of that. But at the same time, I feel it's bone cold. And it's claustrophobic, like, you can't go for a walk. Like, there are no sidewalks. I'm stressed about that. I want to be able to walk outside and go on a walk.
I hear you.
The snowbanks are making me feel boxed in.
I just saw two people, presumably a couple, running in like a very small sidewalk on very slippery sidewalks, very narrow. And I was like, I watched them because I was like, that, first of all, better people than me, commendable for getting out there.
Same.
But also like dangerous. Like,
No.
I mean, it's, I don't know if they're training for something or what, but like it's hard to train in this.
In the slush?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm never running. But even the thought of being able to, if I want to go get some air, I can go on a walk. And driving's like a video game right now because, there's no space for the people so.
Snowbanks are bad, making turns.
Yes.
Yep.
You can't see around the bend. So
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed by this winter so far. But in general, I like snow and cold, but I'm with you this year.
Yeah.
It's a little extreme.
I need it in like a small dose. Like the holidays, love the snow and the Christmas and New Year's is good. My birthday is January 18th. It's okay there.
Okay.
That was nice. I'll take some snow around then.
Yeah.
But after that, I kind of needed to move out.
Warm it up. Yeah. Move it along.
All right. First song you played was?
And it was called In the Good Light.
In the Good Light. Okay. Very nice. And I don't think you've played that on here before.
No, I searched my mind for songs I haven't played here before.
Look at you. Nicely
prepared.
done.
Yes.
Very good. All right, want to play another one? What do you got next?
Yes, this one for sure I haven't played here because it's brand new.
Ooh.
So it doesn't live anywhere else in the world yet.
How new, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I wrote it in the fall, September. So new, like it's not out anywhere, but I guess it's a few months old.
Yeah. Well, that's still a baby song. Yes.
Yes, it hasn't been recorded or anything, but I've been enjoying playing it, so I'll share it here.
All right. Hayley Reardon live at Drew's house.
Gonna tell you the truth when you need it, and who's gonna bandage the wound when you're bleeding? Who's gonna be there for you? Gonna drive you home from the funeral, and who's gonna check your pulse when you feel numb? 'Cause it hurts here, it's true. So who's gonna be there for you? If we've all given up on the rest, and why, when it's hard Cause we need it, it's true. Who's gonna be there for you? Love, 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 crazy love. Cause we need it, love, 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 crazy love. Cause we need it, it's true. Who's gonna be there for you?
Hayley Reardon, nicely done. A new one live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You probably remember this night. I think God knows in the world where you were, but I texted you. I think we had gone to, my girlfriend and I had gone to a Red Sox game. It was something like a nice summer night, a walk-off win, if I remember correctly. It was a party vibe, and we were both just in the mood. We listened to straight Hayley Reardon music the whole ride home from Boston, because I don't know, we were picking music. She might have even said it first, but we did it, and we did not stop. It was straight Hayley Reardon the whole ride home.
That made my day. That's the biggest compliment. Like, how intimate to be. Music is amazing like that, and the fact that you would choose my songs to accompany you.
It may have chosen us. I don't know what happened, but it was.
Wow.
And then I was texting you. I was because I heard some stuff there too that I hadn't heard before. We were just doing the random shuffle thing with you, and how cool of a thing is that to be able to do? Some of my favorite artists to just be able to click and go. I love albums too. Album structure is important to me.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It is fun to discover some stuff just by letting.
Definitely.
Whatever comes on, come on.
Over time and space, different eras of an artist. Yeah, that is a cool thing of our time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of the most soothing voices for us. You're outstanding. So where'd that song come from?
Thank you. Well, I told the story when I played it live recently, that I was listening to a ton of Tracy Chapman all through the fall, as I was calling it it was like a clinical prescription. I was so stressed about the world that she was my self.
She's amazing, isn't she?
She's the best, and she calms me down. And at that point, it was I had to have her with me. Speaking of putting it on shuffle, I would sleep with her. I would have her on when I'm in the shower. I would put her on the car. I was I'm freaking out. I need Tracy. So Tracy was with me, and I don't know, because it's always a mystery to me, the subconscious input and output of songs. But I think, her song Why? It's why do the babies cry? There's enough food to feed the world. And it asks all these questions about society. It's amazing. Why? And then I sat with my guitar and I wrote that opening line in that Tracy season that says, who's going to tell you the truth when you need it? And I think my brain was if it were a Tracy song, it would just say who, because she said why. So I think it came from that era, but it's just about taking care of each other. Yeah. Because
it's funny now that you mention it. I would say there's a lot of similarities between you and Tracy. The ability to control a room with just voice and guitar, for one.
Wow. That's a great honor.
You don't get to see her play anymore either. Really. I mean, except for the rare Grammy appearance. Was that a year or two ago?
And that was meant so much.
How great was that?
That was really special.
I remember I went to the social media right after that just to see what people are saying, because I don't know if you've noticed, people tend to suck on social media.
Yes.
Not everyone, but it was so refreshing to see the first 10 things I saw just randomly, and one of them was that is what the world needed right now. Or, Tracy Chapman back on stage,
Yes. And her to get the credit she deserves for that iconic song all these years later. That was... And kudos to him for bringing her into the fold.
Sure.
It was awesome.
I actually saw... have you ever met Ryan Montpleau in your travels?
No, but I know his music, and I know of him, of course, here in New England. But we've never met.
He's Peabody boy, not far from us.
Wow, I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's in Vermont now, but he grew up in Peabody. But I saw him at Club Hassim the other night, and he did. I remember him telling me when he came on the show. Actually, he said it's funny. I'm not doing it out of intentionally, but now that song has been such a hit with Luke Combs,
Yes,
which
I wasn't sure which Luke it was. Yes.
He's like, I'm not playing it as much. I just feel like it's kind of his moment with the song, and he had a lot of success with his cover of it.
Yes, I knew about his cover of it.
It's great.
Yeah.
He does a lot of different things with it too. I think Tall Heights, which is a Salem or Beverly
Yes,
band.
I know Tall Heights. Them I know, and I remember this cover. Were they singing on it?
I think they were singing on it. Yeah, They do a lot of stuff with Ryan, and I might have that wrong on Fast Car, but around that same era, they were doing a lot of work together. But anyway, Ryan's version is great, and he played it at Passim the other night, and he goes, in the spirit of Tracy feeling her outside, busking out there a little bit.
Absolutely. In Cambridge, you have to play it.
Yeah, you love that room. You've been there a million times. Right?
I love Passim. I love Cambridge. Yes, absolutely. And I stand by his decision to play that. It's none of my business, but he must play it at Club Passim. That's awesome.
Actually, there's a bunch of Tracy energy in this room, because that guy on the wall, Charlie Carrazzo, went to college with Tracy Chapman.
Wow, she's
and I know, and I remember a story he told me about how like a lot of her stuff that was released was obviously edgy and political and would touch on subjects, and he goes, you should have seen her in college.
Really?
Even more so, and he said you could always tell the drunkest person at the party, because it would be the one that would try to take over playing after Tracy or for Tracy, or take the guitar out of her hands, and everybody was like, no, it's her show tonight.
She was born to do that. Don't get in her way. Wow.
So there you go.
That's cool. That was in where did she go to college? They both.
Yeah, she's let me look that up. I think it's
in Boston.
It's Boston. Yeah, it's local.
Wait, is it Tufts?
Yes, it is.
I just had a flashback, because when I was in
Don't even need the phone.
school, no, because that just jogged my memory, because in elementary school we had this thing where we would write you had to choose a college and write to because college was like this mystical idea, and you write a letter to like a college president, and I wrote to Tufts because of Tracy Chapman.
Because of Tracy.
I don't know how I knew that, because I just had a flashback to the guy wrote back, the president of Tufts, and his secretary, whoever, and sent like little elephant, some gift, little paraphernalia or swag. And I remember the letter saying something about Tracy Chapman, and I didn't know what Tufts was, but it was because of Tracy.
Wow.
So
there you go. What a variety of subjects covered today. This is good.
Shout out Tufts and Tracy Chapman.
Again, Hayley Reardon in the house here playing some music for us. She's outstanding. Go see her when she comes back around. She just did Newburyport, which is always a fun show, and she's pretty much been hitting Newburyport fairly regularly on the New England swing. So if you're lucky enough to catch that, but you should travel to see Hayley too. Go to Germany. It's fun. We'd be remiss not to talk about you are living in Gloucester these days, and of course that city is feeling a bad tragedy with the loss of 7 people at sea there. You were saying it's like impossible not to feel it on the streets there.
Yeah, even today, I mean, of course the memorial, but even I was going through Rockport today, and there was a little heart with roses around it just in someone's driveway on a stake that said Lily Jean, like FV Lily Jean. It's everywhere, as it should be. I mean,
you went to the memorial.
I did.
What made, bad way of saying that, but what made you do that, or what pushed you to do that, I guess is a better way of saying it.
Well, I hadn't been back to I was at my parents' house for a few days, or over the weekend when it happened, and my dad was the one who sent me an email with just a link to the story, and then I read it, and I looked up that the service was going to be at 4. I read that at like 12, and the service was at 4, and so I just went, and it was beautiful how they had everyone hold hands, and I mean the church was packed. It was absolutely like body to body, of course.
Yeah.
And then when everybody walked out, there was a classic like burning red Cape Ann sunset sky like over the church, and it was very, very intense.
Yeah, obviously packed. We saw some of the pictures, and that community, and then some comes out. It's a community that's used to that sort of thing. We were talking off the air. Unfortunately, it's that's the job there. It's the risk that you do take, and there's a history of lost boats, and it's heartbreaking. But it must be one of those things that I don't think it ever goes away especially when you live in those cities. It's like you can always like feel it every time I walk by the fisherman's big memorial there, the statue. For those of you who've never been to Gloucester, it's kind of one of the first things you see when you go to the water, and I don't know, it's what I always think about. I think about books and Perfect Storm, of course, and I think about all that stuff. So Yeah, anyway, so hopefully prayers to Gloucester, and of course the family's going through a very tough time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there you go. Again, Hayley Reardon joining us here. Big thanks to Maeve Power producing the show, as always. I never say enough thank yous to Maeve. She really does all the hard work. I roll in here and talk to interesting people and hear Hayley sing beautiful songs. So, and Sarah Hayden, the boss. Our small but mighty team here in Newburyport. Social media, you want to send anything to, where should people go to find info on you, where you're going to be, what music you're going to be releasing, all that stuff?
My website, HayleyReardon.com.
Okay.
Hayley.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should I be annoying and make a request? Can we do Fishing Town in honor of Gloucester?
Absolutely, we should. I would love to.
Again, Hayley Reardon here live at Drew's house. Always one of my favorite songs. This is a bit of an old one for you, right? You remember what year you wrote this?
I wrote this the year that I moved to Gloucester, so 2023.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget, folks, all these shows you can find at ncmhub.org too, the video version. You can actually treat us like a podcast as well if you want to stream us for your ride to work and hear all these great moments. Of course, I request a song that Hayley has to completely retune her guitar.
We're almost there. Don't worry. No, I would really be very. I would love to play Bone Dance, my Gloucester song. I'm just an outsider, like I'm an out-of-towner. I only moved there a few years ago and was very taken immediately by the close-knitness of the community and the everything about it. I just was so captivated by Gloucester culture and the real sense of like Gloucester as an identity, as a place. And this song was inspired by that, and I witnessed that tenfold at the memorial and watching how the communities navigated this tragedy. So, yeah, this song is called Bone Dance.
Prayers to Gloucester. Thank you, Hayley Reardon.
She's standing in the door frame, apron the color of the shingles. She can't recall the song's name, so she sings me just a little. She's been working on a painting. The tourists always want the same thing. Says, anyways, enjoy your walk, dear. It's good to have you back around here. Took me around, yeah, fishing town, up the road, past the pond, the waves are beating on, crashing and laughing again. Saying so much for your big plans. This life's but a bone dance with no place for us. She's selling used clothes. She's dressing strangers for a funeral. She says this island is a tightrope. If I were you, I'd take the back roads. There's a wind up from the northeast. Everybody knows what that means. Oh, the boats will sure be in soon. We'll keep the coffee hot long past noon. Fishing town, and up the road, past the pond, the waves are beating on, crashing and laughing again. Saying so much for your big plans. This life's but a bone dance with no place for us.